coconut oil that I put in here. And whenever I want to use, there are some oils that we consider hot, not like hot in temperature wise, but hot and like spicy. So like the Thieves essential oil is a blend because it has some other oils in it that can make it spicy, like peppermint, like panaway. Those oils are considered like hot. So you want to dilute it with a carrot oil. So I'll just put a little bit of the fractionated coconut oil in my hand, and I will just put the essential oil in my hand, like maybe 2 or 3 drops. I rub it. So let's say I want to put it on my chest. So I'll rub it on my chest just like that. You can put it at the bottom of your feet. Why the bottom of the feet? The bottom of the feet has the largest pores, and it has like different places that it actually connects to different parts of your body. So you want to put essential oils at the bottom of your feet before you go to sleep at night, and then wear socks. Even during the day, you can do that, but just make sure you wear socks. Otherwise, your floor will be full of oil. Another place that you can put essential oil is you can put it on your wrist, you can put it behind your ear. It really just depends on what you're trying to achieve. So if you're dealing with some kind of respiratory support, you definitely want to put it on your chest, behind your ears, around your nose. You want to make sure that you don't get oils around inside your eye. You never put oil inside your ear or inside your eye. Now, if you make a mistake, like let's say you were touching peppermint, it's happened and it will happen to you. Trust me, it's okay. If you get peppermint in your eye, don't worry, do not run to the sink to go and wash it up. Just get any kitchen oil that you have, olive oil, coconut oil, just get a little bit, put your finger in it, and then just dab it around your eye, and the sting will go away. I promise you. It's happened to me several times, and I've been using oils for 6 years. So that's topically. Another easy thing that you can do with your essential oils is you can make a roll-on. When you get your essential oils and getting a roller bottle, this is like a 10 ml roller bottle, and you just put a couple of drops of the oils that you want. So let's say for like respiratory support, you can use like something like Raven and peppermint, put like 10 drops of each in here and fill the rest with coconut oil, and you can just rub it all over. So I do that a lot. So using your roll-on is great. That's how you can apply it topically. The other thing that I wanted to show you while I'm talking about topically is how to make sure, I don't know if we're going to get to this, but I figure we're talking topically, we might as well show you how to use the roll-on that you get inside your starter kit. You can turn any of this essential oil into a roll-on by just, you're going to get this roller fitment that looks like this. And you just remove the white one by just tilting the cup to the side like that. And then you put the black one on top, you put the cover, and then you just twist it, and that's it. Now you have a roll-on. That's how you apply. Very simple, right? So the other way to apply essential oil is to use it aromatically. So that's diffusing. Your diffuser is like gonna be your BFF, trust me. Turn it on, especially now. Turn your diffuser on all day. My diffuser is on all day. All you have to do is just put cold water. Never use hot water. Put cold water in it. All of the diffuser has a line that's some kind of mark in it that you don't pass that level. So you put your water, make sure you don't pass the level that it says, and then add a couple of drops. You can start with 3, 4 drops, 5, 6. You can go up to like 8 drops of whatever. You can mix the oils together. You can do Raven and lavender. You can do lemon and frankincense. You can do different combination. You just try it out and then start diffusing. Diffusing is so important because it really does help with the airborne, all kinds of organisms that are out there. And, it helps calm things down. It's very good for calming. It's very good it has like cleansing properties. It has like relaxing properties. I mean, it's amazing. It's great for sleeping at nighttime. So diffusing is a great way. You can also put your essential oil in like cotton ball and put it inside your trash can so that every time you change your trash, it smells amazing. The last way to use essential oils is internally, and you can use it internally you can make hot tea, right? You can put it in tea, you can put it in water. Anytime you want to ingest essential oil, you want to make sure that you're using a glass, never plastic, because the essential oils will definitely eat away the plastic. So you want to do that. Young Living also has clear vegetable capsules. They look like this. So, and you can use that. All you have to do is just open this up like that. And then you can put a couple of drops of the essential oil, and then you fill the rest with the coconut oil or olive oil or avocado oil, whatever oil you have in your kitchen. You close it up, you take water, and you just take it. Really great way to support your immune system, because Young Living has 2 labels. You'll notice when you get your starter kit. So for example, this is Thieves, and it has this white label, and it has Thieves Vitality. That means that it is safe to ingest. Vitality means that it's safe to ingest, and it's called, I think it's called grass, generally regarded as safe. So that's what it is. So anytime you see this label, it says Vitality, it means that you can ingest it. So that's another way. You can use essential oils to cook. You can use it to marinate your chicken and cook it. And it's like, the uses are just like amazing. So there's so much that you can do with your essential oils. And I will hand it back to Rose.
Thank you, Laura. That's great. Yeah, there are so many ways to use these oils, as many ways as you can think of. That's how many ways there are. And each of us think of different things, and then we share our stuff around with our people, right? So that's really terrific. I love that. And I love using my oils in all of those ways. And I do that throughout the day. So in fact, I've got my water right here with lemon in it. Araceli, are you ready for us?
I am. How are
So
you?
good. Thanks for joining.
Thank you so much for having me. This is such a blast. And so I get to talk about Seed to Seal. So when you hear Laura talk about that there are some oils that are safe enough to ingest, it's pretty important to know what it is that you're ingesting, right? We are talking about Young Living essential oils, and not just anybody who writes the word vitality on there. But Young Living, when Young Living makes an oil, we have what's called the Seed to Seal promise. That means that Young Living pays attention to the seed, the soil, the water, the air quality, all around the entire process of making the plants and the distillation process until it gets into the bottle and sealed. So the promise, it's a promise, not for a profit. It really is. I've heard someone say that Seed to Seal is even greater than what we would call organic. Some facts, just some very pointed things. There are 0 pesticides or chemicals that are permitted in the process at any level. The soil must be chemical free for 50 years before they'll even consider it being something that can be used to plant a seed into it. The 5 years of growing before being able to meet standards. So there are some agriculture standards that are important in that process to make sure that the air and all, like we always have someone in our lawn doing all kinds of weird things, and every spring there are these little pellets that they put on our lawn. Well, what I realized is it's actually our lawn that they pulled up, so there's a process of making sure that this stuff actually is great and in good quality. They hand weed, so no weed killer. Hand weed, pest control. They use essential oils to make sure that no pests come and get rid of our product and mess up our plants. And third-party testing. So it's not enough that Young Living is saying, hey, we make some really great stuff. They ensure that other people who don't have a vested interest in who we are get to come in and say, hey, let's take a look at how the quality that you have. And that's super important, because we don't want ourselves. It's great when someone tells me I'm doing a great job. I can tell myself I'm doing a great job, but if someone else is telling me I'm doing a great job, then there's someone else who's able to kind of verify that for us. So every step of the process is super important. Our plants are grown in the right conditions. They're harvested at the correct time and distilled with utmost care. And so one of the most important pieces, facts that I learned, there's a resource by one of our diamond leaders. Her name is Annie Hauser. She has a resource called The Book, and it is beautiful, incredibly informative. And there is a piece in her when she talks about Seed to Seal that gripped me and really helped me understand why it's important, why Seed to Seal is so important, and why the care that Young Living takes to make great products is so important. And so she mentions Cypress. And so Cypress has 280 known constituents, right? Now, if distilled for less, if distilled for too long, those 280 constituents may not be present. And so Gary Young made sure that he learned how long it took to get the most out of the plants so that we would have the best benefit from them. And so when Cypress is distilled for 24 hours, all 280 constituents are present. If it's only distilled for 20 hours, only 20 constituents are present. Isn't that crazy? From 24 hours is perfect prime. Just 4 hours less, only 20 constituents are present. And if distilled for 26 hours, 2 hours more than we're supposed to, there are 0 constituents present. And so I thought that was so fascinating, because for someone who is saying, you know what, I really want to try out essential oils because I want to eliminate some things and I want to add some really wonderful things into my, my day-to-day. And I really want it to be a natural thing, to know that you searched online and you found that you really want these 280 constituents to be a part of what you're experiencing. And then all of a sudden, if someone didn't take the care if the company didn't take the care to provide it that much, then are we really getting the benefit that we are looking for? No. So Young Living, it's a beautiful company. They pay attention so much to all of those details. And that's why the products that we get are not just things that we're super excited about because we love Young Living, but we've grown to love Young Living even more because we've grown to see the care and the love that they have for each of their members and the products that they make. So there you go.
That is so awesome and so true. And something else about Seed to Seal, if for some reason that plant material, the finished product, does not contain the constituents in the right amount, in the right ratios, the company won't sell it. They pull it from market and we all cry. When Valor goes out of stock, we all freak out, right? So I love that about the company. I hate it about the company, but I really love it about the company. So it's not, they're putting all of that entire year's worth of growing and harvesting and planting and weeding and every other thing. They'll sell it to someone else, to a perfumer or somebody else, but they're not going to sell it with a Young Living label on it because it does not meet their standards. So anyway, just wanted to say that. Thank you, Adi. That was really great. I love our Seed to Seal. I think it's very excellent. So Erica, you wanted to talk a little bit about how they're made and maybe the distillation. Did you tell me that earlier or did I hallucinate that?
Yeah, so I have had some of my best Young Living experiences ever actually on the Young Living farm. So I have been privileged to be actually part of the distillation process at our Utah farm. And that was the first, no, that was the second trip I went on to, but in Utah, in Mona is like the flagship, the really big lavender farm that all members are invited to visit pretty much at any time. except for right now, since we're social distancing and staying in our homes. But the thing about Young Living's transparency and their Seed to Seal promise is that they invite members, hey, show up on our farms, get your hands in the dirt, like see what we're all about. You can walk through the distilleries. In fact, every year at convention, which has been canceled this year, but most years at convention, the members are treated like royalty, like the red carpet is rolled out. Please come walk through our fields, see what we're all about, see how we test the soil and make sure that not only has it never had pesticides applied to it, you know, in our process, it's never had pesticides ever used on that land. It's always been organic soil, so there's no contaminants put in there. The workers that are on the land are they're full of life, they're full of joy, like they just love to have members there. They love to stop what they're doing and chat and talk about where they're from, and they're hand pulling the weeds from the ground. Like they don't use a lot of mechanical things, because when you bring mechanics into a process, now you're bringing in gasoline and all kinds of other contaminants that Gary Young was very adamant he did not want on his farm. So they keep that to a minimum as far as even tractors and stuff like that. So there's a lot of hand work that goes into weeding and harvesting. And my absolute favorite experience has been winter harvest. And I've been able to go to our farm in Idaho twice. The first time I went, I was pretty new to Young Living. I was definitely new to it as possibly being a business venture that I might want to look into at some point. And I went on this trip out into the middle of Idaho in January in the snow, and I cut down 40-foot balsam fir trees, which was incredible, just to see like, oh, the oils that I have here in this cute little bottle didn't just come out of a laboratory somewhere. They're not just being squirted in a factory made out of, you know, some chemical crap storm like all the other oils out there on the market. These things are coming out of trees that I was standing in the field looking at and hearing the wind blow through them and being part of knocking those suckers down with these big old tractors and with these huge blades on them, and then watching how the workers, like the farm managers there and all the workers, had such a reverence and a respect for the process. Like they love these trees, they love this land, they love the horses that were dragging the trees out of the forest, because again, the more horses they could use, the less tractors they were using, which were adding pollution to the environment, to the fields, to the trees. And so we just, I had an incredible experience the first time I went. And while I was there, I got to meet Gary Young, the founder of Young Living. We got to sit, you know, right here, 6 feet from him. We were social distancing from the man, but we were 6 feet from Gary Young, hearing his stories, hearing his passion. That man was a storyteller. He had a purpose for every single oil that he created. So he would talk about Stress Away, and it wasn't just Stress Away in this little green bottle like we all know. It was personal stories of people that he loved that had gone through stressful situations and needed something to help them cope and deal with it. You know, he would talk about an oil that he made to help one of his sons go to sleep at night because he always had bad dreams. He would talk about the oils that he helped to help his wife, who was 54 when she was pregnant with their son, 52, and then I think 54. I might have the numbers a little bit wrong, but she was up there in age because they got married later in life, and they wanted to support her pregnancy naturally. So he didn't just, you know, come up with an oil for some random purpose. He came up with an oil specifically for his wife to help her maintain a healthy pregnancy at age 54. So to hear from him this purpose behind why all these things were created just literally would bring me to tears on many occasions. And then fast forward a couple of years, I had the immense pleasure of being able to return to Winter Harvest, and that time not just be going at the invitation of one of my team leaders, but to actually invite a whole handful of team members from this team, many who are right here on this call tonight. So Jacqueline was there and Laura was there. I can't see all the faces on here, but we had a bunch of the Pretty Simple Essentials team. And so we were there and we were distilling the trees and hearing the stories and just being a part of it. And I know for a fact that there's not that kind of transparency or that level of openness in any other company. I would venture to say, whether they're in the essential oils industry or elsewhere, that just is unheard of. That it's an open door policy. Come in, take a look. You're valued as a member. When you purchase that starter kit for whatever you got, the 165 or the 265 or whatever you joined, you might have thought you were purchasing a kit, but what you were purchasing was a community and a lifestyle and this membership. The fact that you are now grafted into this membership where you have access to these products that people are searching for, especially right now. I mean, I had to go and do our shopping today. It was ridiculous. The lines that people are waiting on to get their cleaners and their food products and their necessities. And I just am so grateful that every single month, sometimes multiple times a month, boxes just arrive on my doorstep, and they've got the things that I need for cleaning. They've got the things that I need for stress. They got the things that I need for sleep, and save me all that hassle. So I have grown to love Young Living more and more every experience I have. And if you're not already aware, there are certain ranks of different members with Young Living. So when you start out, everybody is at the same starting rank. The first rank is Star, then Senior Star, then Executive. When you hit the fourth rank of Silver, Young Living doesn't just invite you to, oh, come on by if you feel like it, you can come see our farms. They actually send you an invitation and say, on our dime, we want to invite you to fly to our farm so we can host you for 3 or 4 days of having this immersive Young Living experience. And that's called Silver Retreat. It's phenomenal. I know that there's probably maybe 6 or 8 people here on the call tonight who have been to Silver Retreat who can tell you that that experience and being able to see the farms and see where these oils come from is second to none. So you guys, if you've not yet been, definitely start working your tails off so that you can be part of that experience. Because then after Silver, you get to go to Gold Retreat, which is a whole nother farm. You get to go to Platinum Retreat, which is in Ecuador. You could do an entire call about Ecuador, but I'm not even going to. But just suffice it to say that there's a story and a place and like all of this purpose behind every single oil that's created. And they don't just pop up in bottles on our doorstep magically. There's actually all of this work that goes into getting it to you. And the thing that I'm always struck by is, wow, I can't believe that's all I have to pay for this bottle of lavender or this bottle of balsam fir. I mean, I worked for 8 hours out in that field cutting down these darn trees, and the bottle was only $30-something. Like, I got a blister because of this oil. This should be worth more than gold. But we really do have amazing, amazing treasures in these little bottles. So that's my 2 cents.
That's a great 2 cents. Yeah, I can't wait. I actually, I had a half of mine to go to Winter Harvest this year, which I know was, I think it was canceled in any case because things were starting to hit the fan at the time. But I'm going to get there. So maybe next year, maybe I'll have a whole team to come with me. That would be awesome.
I have no doubt about it, Rose. We'll have the best time.
So, we're going to talk a little bit about, why would you even want these? And I'm going to turn the floor over to my husband, John. John's going to tell us about that. So you unmute yourself, hon, and go for it.
Hi, everybody. I didn't choose essential oils. Rose chose essential oils, and I live with Rose. So I've been the beneficiary, actually. But, just going back for a moment, I'm not going to tell you my life from childhood, but I can tell you that, I am a musician. And like all the rest of us, I do have a mind. It may not be a great one, but a mind, body, and spirit. And I've always, since I was young, guarded those things. I've always eaten organic food and was a macrobiotic vegetarian for a period and tried to take care of myself. And so when I was introduced to essential oils, it fit very nicely into my particular approach, because even though I'm a musician, I'm not an athlete per se, we all use our bodies and our minds and we have to guard our spirit against toxic things in all three areas. So what I saw through what Rose taught me and what I saw through other realms was that a lot of the products that we were using in our house, although we were using some discernment, there were things that were slipping into our house that were heavily laden with toxins and carcinogens. And that was disturbing, I think, to both of us. What we found was that Young Living specifically, but essential oils in general, could substitute virtually every single product that we were using in our home, either on our bodies for hygienic purposes, shaving cream, soap, deodorant, cleansing products like dish soap, like hand soap, like cleansers to clean your cabinets, and also other things. So it was interesting actually to me that we have three parts of us: body, mind, and spirit, and oils are also delivered three different ways: topically, aromatically, and ingested. So for myself, it's been a gradual thing where I use oils all the time. I have oils in my studio. I use them when I teach to aid some of my students. I have students that have certain attention deficit issues, and I'll use peppermint and other oils to just keep them very alert. I use the oils for myself. A lot of the oils in the kit. Thieves is like my best friend after Rose. There's Rose and then there's Thieves. And I use Thieves to, clean my hands. I teach at a school where there's loads of kids, high school students, international students. Sometimes the whole school is sick, or half of the school's got the flu. And I've got my Thieves hand sanitizer and my Thieves spray, and I am just working it constantly, and I don't get sick, which of course I give God the glory first, but then I give Thieves some credit as well. So I would say that for the layperson, whatever your profession is, obviously I'm a man, and there's another man amongst us here, my friend Dana, but whether you're a man or a woman, if you've got a body and a mind and a spirit, then you can benefit from essential oils, which will enhance and strengthen all of those areas. Now, certainly, just to speak for a moment about toxins and carcinogens, our immune system is built to protect our body against things that don't belong and are damaging and hurtful to our body. And toxins and carcinogens can act to actually, they can act to distract our immune system from fighting certain other things like viruses, which are common right now in the news, and bacteria, because they're fighting products that we've actually purposefully or unwittingly put in our bodies in the form of toxins and carcinogens. So I would say, why essential oils? Because in the world today, when you step outside, you can't help the things you'll be exposed to. But in your house, in terms of the things that you put on your body, the things you clean your house with, the things that you cook, with, all of these items, you can use discernment. And simple is good. Simple is always best. A plant-based thing that is pure and doesn't have any names of products that you don't recognize, that sound like, these unpronounceable words. We want to keep those off of our body and out of our homes. And then we're doing the very best we can to give ourselves the best chance to be healthy. I just want to say one other thing. There's many apps that you can get. Many of them are free, like Think Dirty, EWG's Healthy Living, Dirty Dozen, Detox Me, Good Guide. I can put these in the chat. Non-GMO Project Shopping Guide, that will help you to be able to scan products you have in your home, and they'll actually rate toxicity and carcinogenic properties in your products. And we did that, and we tossed everything that was not compatible with our healthy lifestyle. And we've substituted all of those things with essential oils, which are simple. Simple is good.
Yeah, that was great, John. Thank you so much. Simple is good. I always say, like, it, for the most part, if I can't pronounce it, like, I don't really want it in my house, right? So we're going to dive into the actual oils, and we're talking about the kit oils tonight. So there's 12 of them, and I'm going to invite Giselle to talk about frankincense.
Hello, everyone. Good to be here. I'm so excited also to see all these faces. Sometimes we're on Facebook, we see the names, but nothing like seeing people like just at least, you know, smiling life. So I'm so excited to really talk about one of my favorite oils, and really it is, and this is the oil of frankincense. Frankincense comes in your starter kit, and it's an essential oil that you probably heard, you know, it's been used for a long time, since the times of Christ. That's an oil that it was even gifted to him, you know, when he was born. It's an essential oil that comes either from Somalia or Oman. So it comes from a steam distillation from the gum or the resin. And what this oil is so versatile because it's an essential oil that can help, you know, in the emotional level, like just to reduce the stress. It's very grounding, but it also has amazing properties that, for example, helps with your respiratory system. It's an immunostimulant. It also helps with your skin. It's just for me, it's one of the oils that I use daily. So as I mentioned to you, really it's, if you smell frankincense, if you just open your little bottle and smell it, it has a very earthy, woodsy, kind of sweet smell, fragrance. It's just really soothing and relaxing. For that reason, it's an essential oil that you can diffuse at night or during times where you feel like just maybe a little bit overwhelmed or just, you know, stressed, and you want just to take a breathe, relax. It's a great essential oil to diffuse. You can diffuse it with, I like to diffuse it either with cedarwood, with some orange, or with valor. Some people diffuse it with bergamot or lavender. So it just depends the time when you want to diffuse it. But even by itself, it's a beautiful grounding and relaxing oil. It also, as I mentioned, it supports your respiratory system. So I personally love to diffuse it along with lavender, tea tree, thyme, and lemon. And I diffuse it, and it does amazing things. Like really, just toss that vapor up and use frankincense and this blend, and you'll see how awesome it is. I actually apply it on my chest. If I feel like I need to support my respiratory, I just apply it directly. It's an essential oil that you can apply directly or neat, or it's the same thing, or diluted. It also depends on your type of skin, how sensitive it is. But I personally apply it topically to support my respiratory system, and it works amazing. So as I mentioned, also it also going to support your immune system, and so you can add a drop in your Ningxia red shot in the morning, or you can also add it to your Thieves Tea recipe that they're going to mention here later. You can add a drop of frankincense, and it's also going to help you tremendously. It also can help a lot as relax your joints and muscles. So if you have a V6 or any essential oil, like essential oil, any vegetable oil that you use for a massage, you can add frankincense, and it's going to help relax your body like nothing else for me. And just, you know, you went to the gym, you want to relax, it's a great one. Now, one of the things that I feel like for me, it's being applauded is just applying it on my skin. Frankincense really is just beautiful. It gives you that glow on your skin, like you don't need like super fancy, you know, creams. And I think that's why if you see the sandalwood moisturizing cream, you never try it. Many people go for the Cheryl Lumet by Young Living. I go by this. It's a big fatty jar. It includes frankincense. I even add 1 drop of frankincense to it and apply it every day. It's just very cleansing. It helps also to, you know, if you don't have, your skin tone is not very, how to call it, like it has maybe, you have how do I call it? Like some zoning your in a natural, a more heterogenic way, so that if you just have patches in your skin, it will help tremendously for that purpose. So another thing that I love to do, and that's what I want to say, is uneven skin tones. That was the word I wanted to say. So that's what I wanted to say. But as I said, this is an oil that is very versatile. It's going to help you in so many ways, and you can use it aromatically in your diffuser, inhale it from the bottle, topically, the way I said it, and also, you know, you can use it as a dietary supplement, like in the tea. But my other way that I like to use it is I do a serum, and I put, depending on what I need and the time, but I have here rose, frankincense, lavender, and myrrh, and I add jojoba oil, and I apply it after my facial moisturizer, and it just works amazing. So I really love frankincense. I think it's a blessing that it comes in the kit. It's an oil like if you get your kid, you need to use. So that's it for me. Thank you.
That's awesome. And yeah, frankincense is definitely one of my favorites. I do use it on my skin every day. I like to mix it in a roller, 10 ml roller with lavender, myrrh, frankincense, and cedarwood. And then I fill that with a good carrier oil. And I roll it on my face after cleansing every day. And just think Cleopatra, because she knew what she was doing, right? So thank you so much, Giselle. That was really great. Tiny's going to come in and talk about a couple of oils. We've got peppermint and stress away. So Tiny, take it away.
Oh, okay. Hi. So it's so cool to see everybody. I mean, in this time of social distancing, you know, at least we don't have to be 6 feet away from each other. We get to see people. You know, we're not online. That's all I have to say. We're not online. So the first oil I'm going to talk about is peppermint. Now, I chose peppermint because that is literally the oil I buy every month. It's like 2 or 3 in my account and my husband's account, because my husband uses peppermint all the time. So what I love about peppermint, it's an amazing oil. I love to put it on me when I exercise. I rub it, mix it with some, I was going to say essential oil, but not an essential oil, with like what's the word? A carrier oil. There you go. Mix it with a carrier oil, because it does feel warming to the skin if you apply it neat, which neat means straight onto your skin. Sorry, somebody just texted me. Neat means straight onto your skin with no carrier oil at all. And peppermint can be a bit warming to your skin. So you don't want to apply it neat, even though I have to tell you, my husband applies it neat all over his bald head. He'll wake up in the morning and he just takes it and just slops it all over his, he even sticks it up his nose, okay? Neat, okay? But it's warm, so you really don't want it, you know, unless it doesn't bother you like my husband. But I love to exercise. When I exercise, I put it in my water. It gives me that burst of energy that I need to go jogging or work out in my house. I rub it on my chest, and it just opens up my breathing, and it's just so, so good. Peppermint is also good for if you've had a long day at work and you come home and you have a lot of head tension going on. You can rub it on your temples and the back of your neck. It's great for that. Living here in Florida, it's really hot. So you want to talk about air conditioner in a bottle, that is your peppermint. You can put it in a spray bottle with some water and spritz it. I personally just put it neat on the back of my neck. And when that wind blows, it's like air conditioner. Woof, it feels so good. It's also great when you take internally. It's great for your digestive system. It helps with having healthy bowel function, healthy gut. I diffuse it in the car when there's long car rides for 2 reasons. One, it helps my kids with their digestive system in the car if it's too long of a ride. And 2, I am a sleepy driver. I will fall asleep in the car while I'm driving. And peppermint, when I diffuse it, it alerts, it keeps me alert and keeps me awake. I also diffuse it in the morning because we homeschool here and my kids complain, they're tired, they're sleepy, they think they can wake up whenever they want, they just drag their feet. So I put the peppermint on and they are awake. It keeps them alert and it is just a great oil. It also curbs your appetite. You can take a little bit of that in your mouth before you eat, you're good. Yeah. And then another great use of peppermint is after you've eaten a big, huge meal, you know, you want to settle yourself. You can put a drop in your mouth. It'll freshen your breath. It'll settle your gut. It'll make you happy, and you're good to go. You can actually cook with peppermint. So the peppermint that you get in your kit is the white with the white label, and the white labels mean that they're the vitality oils, which is you can cook with the vitality oils. Word of caution here. My son learned the hard way making chocolate peppermint brownies. Do not put a whole drop. He learned the hard way. 2 drops fell out into the brownies, and they were, yeah. So what you do is in the little hole right there, there's a hole. You take a toothpick, pop the toothpick into the hole, dip it into your chocolate. You're good to go. You can make peppermint brownies. You can make mint chocolate chip cookies. Think of, let's all go back to when we used to eat at restaurants. And, you know, my husband's favorite restaurant is the Olive Garden. Every time you go to the Olive Garden, they give you those little chocolate mint candies. Those are what your peppermint brownies are going to taste like. So they're delicious. And I think that's all for peppermint. Oh, peppermint is also one of the main oils in DiGize, which is another oil I believe comes in the premium starter kit. And it's an essential oil to help your digestive system. And if you have kids, if you eat food, you want DiGize. Forget about just having kids. If you eat food, you want DiGize because it's an amazing oil. And so I think that's all I have to say about peppermint. I'm just looking at my notes over here. So the next oil I have to talk about is Stress Away. Now, I have 8 children. I need Stress Away. I need all the stress away. I need to bathe in bottles of stress away because that is my life. And what I did to my bottle of Stress Away, so when you, like Laura said, you get the little Fitment, it comes in the kit. So I put it on my Stress Away bottle because I use it as perfume. Wherever I go, I put it on all the time. And this is like heaven in a bottle. It smells so, so, so good. The oils in here are copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, ocotea, and lavender. And it's a sweet, citrusy smell. It smells really, really good. And just as the name says, it's for stress away. So it's great to put on whatever your stress points are. So if you hold your stress in your neck, I suggest you rub it in there all the time. It is an oil that you can apply neat, so you don't need to mix it with a carrier oil. You can just put it on anywhere you want. Now, the reason why this oil is so important is because stress is very damaging to our bodies. Stress can cause a lot of things to happen to us. A lot of sickness, a lot of disease come from stress because, you know, sometimes we don't know how to handle stress. And if you have kids, you understand Stress Away. You understand stress. You know why you need Stress Away. And actually, if you just live, we don't need kids in this time of, you know, isolation because some virus, you know, you're stressed just from being in the house and looking at your 4 walls all day. You know, you don't need kids, but you do need Stress Away. And you just put it in your diffuser. I love to put it in the diffuser when I'm cooking and my kids start to, you ever seen like chickens attack each other or something like that, you know, like cockfights, you know? So if you have more than one child, you know what I'm talking about, right? And it's just, they're just going at it and you're just like ready to pull the hairs out of your head or you're going to hurt somebody over there and you're like, Lord, help me. Stress Away in the diffuser because then there's peace and nobody is hurt and nobody has to go to jail and my children are alive. And so stress, and you inhale it, you can put it on. I like to put it in Epsom salt. So you get it like a cup of Epsom salt and you put a couple of drops of Stress Away and you fill up your bathtub with nice warm water and you put in your Epsom salt with Stress Away. And I don't know, I might be giving away my age, but anybody remember them Calgon commercials? It's Calgon, take me away. That's it's Stress Away, take me away. And you just put on some music and let them kill themselves in the house and you just relax with your stress away. And it is an amazing oil. And I think that's all I have to say about my oils.
That's great. That's great. And, you know, I love all of my oils, but I think that my favorite one is whatever one we're talking about in the moment. I mean, I think that just happens to me, right? Because then I go, oh yeah, I love that. Stress Away I have a particular affinity for because it saved my PTSD cat who used to attack me on the daily. So for years he would bite and snip and, you know, scratch the heck out of us until we started diffusing Stress Away. It's actually the reason that I am here in this business, because I saw what it did to my silly cat who has no idea what essential oils are or what they were doing. All I did was diffuse them in my home. And he comes and he sits on me and he hangs out and we have like a, you know, a normal relationship again, which is fabulous. So enough about that. Laura is going to tell us all about Thieves, which is our signature oil, right?
Hello. Okay, so I am back. I'm going to talk to you about Thieves. So Thieves is one of Young Living's most popular oil blends, and it has a spicy scent flavor because it has 5 oils: cinnamon, clove, rosemary, eucalyptus, and lemon. Thieves was inspired by the legend of the 4 thieves. I don't know if you know the story, but I'll tell you anyway. Back during the Black Plague, there were thieves that were robbing the dead and they were not contracting the plague. And so when they got caught for a lighter sentence, they had asked them what they were rubbing on their bodies that was preventing them from contracting the disease. And they had mentioned that they were using the spices that contain clove and cinnamon and rosemary. And so Gary Young combined this 5 oils and then called it Thieves. So if we're wondering why in the world do we have a blend that is called Thieves, that's how the name came about. And this oil has been tested for its cleansing abilities. It is highly effective in supporting the immune system and respiratory system in good health. So Thieves is a very, very important ingredient in Young Living. It's a powerful essential oil blend to the point where Young Living has a whole line of Thieves. We've got the Thieves hand soap. We've got Thieves household cleaner that all you need is just 2 caps full of this cleaner in a spray bottle like this, and you just fill the rest with water. We've got Thieves cough drops, Thieves hand sanitizer. I mean, hello, Thieves hand sanitizer, Thieves mouthwash, toothpaste, laundry soap. I mean, it pretty much covers everything, every product that you use in your household. We have it with the formulation of Thieves, which is really great because Thieves is highly, highly effective. And so Thieves, the one that comes in the starter kit is the Thieves Vitality Oil, which I kind of already mentioned before when I was talking about ingesting. So you can ingest this essential oil. You can make Thieves hot tea, which is just, you can put hot water in the tea bag and put a drop or 2 of the Thieves essential oil and some honey. Sometimes you can add lemon essential oil to it. It's really good for soothing the throat. Excuse me. Thieves under your tongue is a really good one too. If you can handle it, it has the spice to it. Like I said, it has cinnamon in it, so it's spicy. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Let's see if I can breathe it. I think 3 drops just came out. Okay. Woo! Okay, so now you know. Thieves is hot. So if you want to use it like that, you can put it in a vegetable capsule, right? You can put like 2-3 drops in here and fill it with, again, olive oil, avocado oil, and just close it and then take it. You can do it like that. Or you can, if you have kids, this is how my kids take it. I do need water.
Drink milk and coconut oil, Laura.
I don't know. I'm like, where's that coconut oil?
Bread and butter, girlfriend.
I'm like, where is that coconut oil? Like, put it in.
Okay, that's funny. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That was funny. Right. So anyway, so you can, what was I saying? You can ingest it. You can put it in honey, half a teaspoon of honey, and put a drop or two of the thieves in there. That's how my kids like to take it like that. They're like, yeah, because they're like honey. They're like, okay, I can take it like that. So, but thieves is very effective. So that's how you can put thieves in a roll-on and put it under your feet. I can't find my roll-on. I did bring it, but anyway, like a roll-on like this, you can put like 10 drops of thieves in here, fill it with a carrier oil, roll it under your feet before you go to bed. That's another way you can use thieves. You can rub thieves on you can use it on your body. I have never done that because again, it's spicy. So, but if you're gonna put it on your body, make sure that you are using a carrier oil, okay? To put it on your back or anything like that. So that's how we use thieves in this house. We pretty much we ingest it a lot. And you can also put it on your toothpaste, right? You can put it on your toothpaste, for good gum health. Again, if you can handle the thieves, it's hot, but now it's gone away. The spice is gone. So should I go ahead and talk about Raven or come back?
You may as well. You can talk about that now since you're here. If you'd like to, go for it.
Okay, so I have another oil that I want to talk about while I'm here. It's Raven. This is also a blend from Young Living. It has a bunch of eucalyptus in it. It has Ravinsara, lemon, and it's an amazing, very powerful essential oil. It's really good for respiratory support. This is an oil that you do not ingest. You see it has solid label in it, so you do not ingest this. You can diffuse it, and you can also apply topically. This is my son's favorite essential oil, like of all time. When I started Young Living, because back in the days, my son had respiratory challenges. And so he was on a lot of different medication to help him. And we just were not getting the results that we would like with this medication. So we wanted to try other things. And we explored Young Living essential oil. And so we started using Raven in particular for him. We would rub it on his chest, on his back. And I'm happy to say that within 3 months of us doing this consistently, we've been able to, completely move into using essential oils for him throughout and eliminate other things that we were doing in the past. So that's been really great. So we use it a lot in this house. Like I used this actually last night because my son he ate ice cream yesterday. Like I told him to watch out. Anytime he has anything with dairy or it's like kind of like chilly outside and he's doing a lot of running around, he can start to it needs respiratory support. So I could hear him in the middle of the night. And so I went to his room. So I'm going to show you what I did. This inhaler, they sell it on Amazon. It's really cool. It comes with this cotton wick. And I just put like 5 to 10 drops of the Raven essential oil in it. And I put a little bit of lemon essential oil in it and maybe like 2 drops of peppermint. And I just put it in there and close this in. And then I just told him to just put it around his nose like that. And he just takes deep breath, and he switches back and forth. But I tell you, within like literally less than 5 minutes, I can hear him, like I was listening to him breathe, and things were just like clear. His lungs were clear. It's just amazing how these oils are very powerful. So we use that a lot. So that's how we use Raven a lot. So I diffuse it a lot with lemon. You can diffuse it with peppermint. It's a really great combination. You can diffuse it with lavender. That's another thing. Lemon, lavender, and Raven together smells amazing. It's very fresh and crisp. So there's so many ways. Raven is a very powerful blend. So that's how we use Raven and thieves. So that's it. That's all I have.
That's great. 2 of more of my favorite oils. It's so funny because I can't even tell you how many oils I have in my house. And I try to rotate them around, but when you have your favorites, you tend to stick with them. And quite honestly, I can tell you that the kit oils are the ones that I keep reordering and reordering and reordering. They're the ones that I use absolutely the most. So thank you, Laura. That was really great. Who are we going to have here next? Kristen. Kristen's got a couple of oils she's going to talk about. Lavender and lemon, I think. So thank you, Kristen. Take it
Hello,
away.
everybody. It's nice to see all of your faces. And so many of my members and my friends are on this call tonight. So I'm really happy you all took the time to finally learn about the oils that are in the starter kit, because I know many of you have been asking for quite a long time. So I'm going to start off with lavender oil. So lavender is included in the starter kit. So many people have heard of lavender oil. It's probably one of the most popular essential oils. The Young Living essential oil of lavender is just that. It's the lavender plant. I've done a comparison just at some classes that I've taught, and I had a bottle of lavender from a big box store and a bottle of Young Living lavender, and I used to pass it around my group so that people could smell the two bottles. And when I tell you the difference in the smell was so tremendous, I would actually get an instant headache from that other bottle, because I know that there are so many other constituents to it other than just lavender. So I have had the great fortune of being at Silver Retreat that Erica was speaking about before. So my husband and I have been to Mona, Utah, to the Young Living lavender field. And when I tell you it is an amazing place, it is an amazing place. So it takes 27 square feet of a lavender garden to make one 15 milliliter bottle of lavender oil. So they use the tops of the flowers of lavender, and it is steam distilled to make the lavender oil. So lavender is very calming in its natural property. You can use it in your bath. So if you were to do that, you take some Epsom salt and then you put your drops of lavender into the salt, and then you add all of that into your bath water. Because of course, if you just dump drops of lavender oil into your bath water, the oil is just going to float on top of the water. So if you add it to your Epsom salt, it'll just help mix up, and it will give you a nice relaxing bath. Lavender is very calming to the mind and to the body. It also is very good for skin support. So minor skin irritations, things like that, you can apply lavender either directly, or if you are very sensitive skinned, you can apply it with the carrier oils that the other ladies have already spoken about. So it helps, with blemishes. You can add a dab to it. Some people add lavender right to their face moisturizer, again, because it is very good for skin support. The lavender oil also comes not in the, it's in the kit, but just in general, the lavender is one of the oils that is a vitality oil as well. So it can be taken internally. So that's just something to note. Some people will put a toothpick inside of the hole that's in the top and then swirl it around their fancy like teas with the frothy stuff on top, and things like that to make like a lavender drink. So it tastes good and is calming. So that is lavender. Now lemon. Lemon. I don't know where to stop talking about lemon. Lemon is, I say it's my favorite oil because it is the oil that I use all day, every day, for so many different things. And I order lemon oil in the big 15 mLs. I order a few bottles every single month because I go through lemon. It's the most used oil that I have used in my 5.5 years with Young Living. So the lemon vitality is the one that comes in the kit. So I'll start with that. I cook with lemon oil often, like very often, chicken, fish, anything like that. I add the oil directly to whatever dish I'm cooking. Sometimes I will finish off the dish, like after I plate it, I will add a drop of lemon oil to it. Lemon is a very invigorating oil. So if you put a drop of lemon in your water, some of us carry around like these stainless steel water bottles. As soon as I open the lid to go take a sip, I immediately get the smell of lemon, and it immediately lifts your mood. It's invigorating. The smell is really amazing. So the lemon oil is actually cold pressed from the rind of the lemon. It's not from the pulpy part, which, you know, is very acidic and not good for your teeth. So you don't have to worry about that when you take the lemon oil internally, because it is made from the rind. And it takes 75 lemons to make one 15 milliliter bottle. I love to tell people that because I'm so enthralled by that. So internally, if you put lemon oil in your water, you must use either glass or stainless steel bottle. Do not put lemon oil in a plastic cup, particularly like a Solo cup, because it has such great cleansing properties that it will eat a hole right through your Solo cup, and it will leave a big mess on your counter. And don't ask me how I know that, but glass or stainless steel. When you open that water, again, with a lemon in it, you get like a fresh antioxidant infused water, and you can drink that all throughout your day. The next thing for lemon oil is cleaning all the things. So the biggest thing that I use lemon oil for is sticky residue. So if you have, like, you've taken a price tag off of something, or some kind of sticky glue is left on, you can take a drop or a few drops, depending on how bad it is, rub it onto that sticky part, and it'll immediately start to just come off of the surface that you're trying to get it off of. I actually just took paint off of my new tile floor because I'm a sloppy painter, and I learned that from Lara. And I put some lemon oil right on the paint, and it picked it right up. Also, cleaning. Lemon is a degreaser. I find much success in using lemon oil when cleaning bathrooms and kitchens. Around my stove, I add it to my Thieves household cleaner. So I have that in my spray bottle, and I add a few drops of the lemon oil as well as an added degreaser. Laundry. I actually have one of these cool little magnet clips. So I have this clipped or magnet right on the side of my washing machine. And so when I wash towels, if you use too much soap, or you don't have, these washing machines now, they don't have like a lot of water. Sometimes your towels will get a little funky. So I actually add lemon, 2 or 3 drops to every load of my towels. Sometimes I'll add it also to my regular laundry if there are a lot of soiled, like stained clothes and things like that. So laundry, water, cooking, what am I missing? You can make the lemon tea. So you could add lemon and honey and a small drop of the Thieves if, your throat is feeling not up to par. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint is a big LLP. You'll hear us talk about that all the time. That is a great blend, lemon, lavender, and peppermint, for the changes of the seasons. So we can rub that on ourselves with a roller bottle, or take it internally, since all 3 of those come as a vitality oil. And I could really go on and on and on and on, but I'm going to stop now so that we can keep going. So thank you.
No, thank you. That was really great. Yeah, excellent. Lavender and lemon, put them together, people. They're awesome. Add a little peppermint to that mix and you are good to go, right? What do we have next? Adi, you're going to tell us about Panaway, I'm thinking. Aracelis, are you here? Okay, we'll come back. Jessica, you want to talk about Digize?
Yes, ladies, I would love to talk about Digize. Now, let me tell you one thing. I'm sitting here with my daughter, who does not want to go to bed with daddy. And
She's being very good. She's being so good.
She's such a sweetie. So she was playing with my oils, and she was playing with the Digize, because I have it right here. So my entire kitchen smells like Digize right now, because there were a few drops, and I'm like, I keep getting such strong whiffs. And if you're familiar with Digize, you'll know that's not always the smell that you want filling in your house. It is such a strong, powerful smell. But it's one of those things, you either love it or you hate it. But I've gotten used to it. However, what I love, this is some Digize. We're going to tell them about Digize now. Sorry, girl. Everyone. I know. What do you want if your belly hurts? She's constantly saying, Mom, I need Digize, because she knows. Now, the thing is, With essential oils, there are a lot of people that say that they're an oil that brings you like your aha moment. And I'm going to tell you that DiGize is one that I've heard from so many people really was the oil that they went, oh my gosh, that really works. Because whether you're dealing with, here, yes, you can have it. Here, why don't you bring it in the other room? Whether you're dealing with, you know, stomach discomfort after eating something, or you just need help with your digestive system, DiGize is the total oil that you want to use to help you with digestion. You can take it a few different ways. Now, I was going to show you, it has the white label. It comes as a Vitality oil, and you can take it internally. You can put it inside a capsule and take it that way, because then you're not tasting it that much in your mouth. It goes right to your belly. Or you could even just put a drop on your tongue or put a drop in water. My husband, this is going to sound so weird, but my husband, if he's feeling anything and he really feels like, oh, I just need a little relief, he likes to put a drop in milk. Which is like, to me, I'm like, that just seems so crazy, but a drop with a little bit of milk and he downs it and instantly he just has relief. So that's kind of interesting, right? Now, if you're not into the taste and you don't want to have that inside your belly, then you can, yes, your necklace is ready. Then you can apply it topically. Can you guys hear me, or is she loud?
Oh, okay. Just keep talking.
So you can apply it topically. I like to just put it right on my belly. Come here, baby. I like to put it just right on my belly, and the other spot that you can apply it is right to your left foot, the arch of your left foot. Okay. So the arch of your left foot, we have our VitaFlex points. This is just not gonna happen. And you can apply it there. I'm gonna pass this off to the next person. It's just not gonna happen.
Hey, I think that was real-time interpreting.
Yeah,
She was translating.
she is.
Hey, I mean, the children in the audience need to be able to understand what's being said.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jessica. Thank you. And thanks, Phoebe. It was really good to see you and hear you too, right? She's so darn cute. Aracelis, are you with us here? Otherwise, we're going to go to Jacqueline. Okay, Jacqueline, why don't you unmute yourself? And I think you're going to talk about Citrus Fresh and Peace and Calming. Perfect.
Hi, everyone. How is everyone? Oh, hold on one second. Sorry. Thank you. Speaking of DiGize, my stomach's not feeling so great. Okay, sorry about that. I'm talking about Citrus Fresh and Peace and Calming. And so Citrus Fresh you get in the starter kit. I love this oil. It has, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 6 different oils in it. There's orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, and mandarin, and then spearmint. And I love that little hint of the spearmint kind of at the end. And something that actually Lara taught me was to put this with fruit, and my kids call it crack cocaine. They love it. And so we put like 1 or 2 drops on fresh fruit. And the other thing I started doing is adding 1 or 2 drops of lime with the mixture. It is so good. It's like, I could go crazy eating it. It's so delicious. So that's with the Citrus Vitality. The one thing too I wanted to show folks is that there's the little guy, and then you can also buy Citrus Fresh in the larger one that does not have the Vitality label. So, but the one thing with one thing with diffusing Citrus Fresh is it promotes creativity, and I actually have it going on right now because I thought I need some creativity as I'm speaking to you all. I like to mix it. Actually, Erica, I was at her house one day and she had Citrus Fresh, patchouli, and vetiver together, and oh my gosh, it was intoxicating. And I run that all the time. It is such a beautiful combination: Citrus Fresh, vetiver, and patchouli. Oh my gosh, love it. Anyway, the other thing you could do with Citrus Fresh is you can use it to deodorize smells in your house. If you cook with chicken, or not chicken, if you cook with fish and it's stinky and you want to have a nice fresh smell, you can diffuse your Citrus Fresh. You can also put about 10 drops into a cup of baking soda and sprinkle that on your rug. Let it set for a little while and vacuum it up. And it just gives your home a beautiful, beautiful scent. Nice clean smell, not like it's covering up anything. The other thing you could do is put it in water, like Kristen said about lemon. And the one thing sorry, Kristen, I can't remember if you said this or not, but when you put your citrus oils in water, make sure you use stainless steel, ceramic, or glass, because it'll destroy plastic and it'll leach the plastic, and you don't want to be drinking that. The other thing with your citrus oils is they are photosensitive, which means that if you can put them on topically, but if you go out into the sun, you have to be very careful that you don't get a reaction to the sun. They suggest that you stay, if you like, sometimes people use lemon or whatever for skin. Don't go out into the sun for 12 hours because it could cause an issue. The other thing I like to do with Citrus Fresh is I like to put it in with my Thieves household cleaner, as it really does help it just makes everything smell great. And I think that's all I had for that one. Yes. So then the other one I was talking about, where I'm going to be talking about, is Peace and Calming. So Peace and Calming, this is the larger one, but in our kit, it's the 5 ml. And I love this one. I travel a lot, and so I love to just take this with me, and I put it into a little 1 ml dram that I'll take with me on planes. And I just love putting it behind my ear and on my wrist, and it just helps me to get a better night's sleep. You can add lavender to it, but I find that I don't really need to do that. But I know people do add lavender to it in their diffuser to get a better, deeper sleep. The Peace and Calming has 5 different oils in it. It has tangerine, orange, ylang ylang, patchouli, and blue tansy. And everyone's describing the smell of things, and I can't really figure out a good, I don't know. It has an earthy smell to it, but sometimes there's a little sweetness to it, I think, too, because of the tangerine and the orange. Anyway, it helps to may help reduce stress, promotes relaxation, can give you a deep sense of calm, peace, and emotional well-being. It helps to calm your tension. It helps to uplift your spirits. You can actually, like I said before, you can combine it with lavender and promote sleep. So I actually did a little experiment with this, because I don't know if anyone has seen that one crazy video on Facebook about the little baby that was crying, and then they were waving this under the nose. So a little guy at church, about a year-old, was yelling, well, not yelling, but he was crying, he was really upset. And so I had my Peace and Calming, and I just waved it under his nose for a little bit, and he actually settled down. And so I just thought, that's pretty interesting. So I'm one of those people, I have to see it to believe it. I'm sort of like the doubting Thomas, but it really does calm. It really calms the savage beast. So anyway, those are my 2 oils.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you, Jacqueline. And yeah, Peace and Calming. I would not know how to describe the smell of that either. I think you just have to open a bottle and go for it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Adi, I don't know what happened. I think she had to leave for some reason, and I'm sorry that we missed her. She was going to talk about Panaway and Valor, so I'll just give you the brief lowdown. This is Panaway, comes in your kit. This is a great topical, like transdermal, I don't want to say analgesic, but like that, okay? It'll create a little buzz on your skin, which actually shuts down the pain gate. I'm going to get technical on you here. And your brain will interpret this sensation and not the pain sensation. So that's how any of these topical things work. They work very well. I encourage you to use them. It's great to use after a workout. You know, if you've been working your legs in the gym, this is awesome to roll on. You can actually remove this top and put the roller fitment. Somebody showed us that before. Maybe it was Lara. And put the roller fitment directly on this. I used to dilute this for use. I don't dilute it anymore. I use it straight out of the bottle with a roller top. This is a new bottle, so I'm not going to even open that for you. But this is great. It's wintergreen, peppermint, helichrysum, and clove. So it has a really great smell. It is a strong smell. So if you're going to be wearing it around, people will smell this on you. But hey, it works, so who cares, right? Beautiful oil. Do check it out. And then the other one is Valor. Valor is one of my very favorite oils, absolutely. And I know that it has blue tansy. It is very, very blue. In fact, I'm just going to show you the lid there. The blue tansy is a beautiful oil. And I think this has Northern Lights Black Spruce. Does this, or does it Idaho Blue Spruce? One of those spruce ones are in here. And I can't remember what else. Let me see if I can read it for y'all, because it's really tiny. And so camphor, blue tansy, frankincense, geranium, and black spruce. So this is a beautiful, beautiful oil, which is uplifting and gives you fortitude, I'll say, okay? Hence the name Valor. I use this a lot. I always upsize my bottles. Actually, I think this might have been, this doesn't even come in a 15, does it? Anybody? This was a special deal, I think. Comes in the 5s though, and it comes in your kit, and it's a gorgeous oil, and I encourage you all to definitely check it out. So I am really sorry that we lost Adi there. I'm sure she had a great reason. So I'm going to show you actually what comes in our kit. We've talked about the 12 oils. Yeah.
Before you move on to the kit, Tyler wants to show you kind of his special reason for using Valor.
Absolutely,
We
please.
use it a lot on Tyler. Why do we need to use it sometimes?
Because if I have a bump on my head that I do right now.
What did you do? Did you run into something?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What did you run into?
That tank.
And it hurt. And so what do we do with it?
Put Valor on my where it hurts.
Put Valor on where it hurts. And then what happens if we put it on that spot?
It goes away.
Okay, so you heard it from him, folks. That's a topical use for Valor, which is typically used for emotions, but is it here? Can't see. And we just put it right on those goose eggs so that he will wake up tomorrow and you won't see that.
That's great. Thanks, Tyler. Great tip. So cute.
Pajamas on.
So stinking cute.
I want to go.
So I'm going to just tell you guys, some of you have these and some of you do not. So here are 10 of our beautiful oils. They come in this great little kit here. I'll show you the whole box. This is what you would get. You would get this great box. You open the box, and the first thing that you're going to see are 10 oils. And then you're going to look in the box, and you don't really see much of anything else. And I can't tell you how many of my clients and my members and friends have said, Rose, why did I only get 10 oils? Well, that's actually very simple to explain. There is a little tab here. And if you open that up, there's a whole mess more in here. So you've got 2 more oils. I think Peace and Calm. Oh, Adi just texted me. Her phone died. Oh, sorry, Adi. Peace and Calming and Stress Away are always in the bottom. You're going to get 2 of these roller fitments, which are these little guys right here that can fit right on the top of any 5 or 15 ml bottle. I always tell people, put them on your Valor and your Stress Away. Just do that. And then you could always order more. You also get this little 2-ounce bottle of Thieves Spray. This is actually a little bottle of sanitizing spray. When John and I traveled in January, we were in Europe at the end of January, just at the outbreak of all the things. We had our Thieves Spray. I cleaned our airplane seats on all 3 flights with this, and we walked around with that wherever we went. We also got a bottle of Thieves hand sanitizer. This one says waterless hand purifier, but since these were printed, we have been upgraded by the FDA to sanitizer status. So this will kill everything and anything without killing the integrity of your skin. So this is great. This, by the way, you can also spray this on surfaces and directly on your hands. if you're not walking around with this one. The other thing you get in your packet are 2 envelopes, 2-ounce envelopes of Ningxia Red, which I'm going to go into in a second. And these are great. And I think it was Jess that told me that when she buys the packets, especially in the summertime, she puts them right in the freezer and gives them out to her kids as slushies. So that's very cool. But we just stick them in the refrigerator, and these are great to travel with because, and yes, they came to Europe with us. You should have seen my 1-quart baggie for each of us. It was loaded with this and nitro and oils. So this is really great. Ningxia Red is made from the Ningxia wolfberry. It's kind of like acai, I think. Isn't that true? It's like a sister plant, but one grows in India and the other grows in China. Well, we happen to own the farm in the
Kind of
Ningxia
like goji berries.
Goji berries, thank you. In the Ningxia region of China, hence the name, Ningxia Red. It is extremely delicious. John and I have probably 2 ounces or more of this every single day. You can buy it also in these large liter-sized bottles. They come in 2, 4, 6, or 8 packs. You can buy the packets. They come in a box of 30. Or if you are a Young Living member and you want to order this, there is something called Essential Rewards, which I'm going to get to in just a second, where you can order a Ningxia Essential Rewards kit, and that's 4 bottles of this and a box of 30 packets. And the per ounce price is actually, it's the best pricing on our Ningxia Red. So if you are a member and you like your Ningxia, check out the ER package because it's much better pricing. And of course, on Essential Rewards, you get reduced shipping as well. So I think I covered all of that. Let me see, membership. How do you get one of these? You need to become a member of Young Living. And the person who invited you to this call can certainly help you with that. But what was I going to say about that job? My mind just went completely blank. You know what? I'm just going to show you a quick little video, and it's Essential Rewards. And this is thanks to Erica. It's about 2 minutes. It'll explain it way better than I ever could. So where's my sharing option? There we go. Okay, here we are.
Essential Rewards. Everyone's talking about it. So the question is, what is it? Essential Rewards is Young Living's loyalty program through which you can earn points back on your orders to redeem for all the free things. On your very first Essential Rewards order, you begin earning 10% back on your purchase. After 3 months, you start earning 20% back. And after 2 years, 25% back on all of your purchases. And this is on top of your 24% wholesale discount too. And that's just the beginning. On top of earning points back, Young Living also makes it rain gifts on you just for being a loyal customer, sending free gifts along with your order after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months on our loyalty program. Another great perk of Essential Rewards is having access to things that can only be ordered on ER, like the exclusive Thieves Kit or the exclusive Ningxia Kit. These kits are 15% off and are only available to be ordered through Essential Rewards. There's also opportunities to try new products for free every month if you hit various tiers. These freebies add up like crazy, and before you know it, you've gotten thousands of dollars worth of goodness into your home for free. So what's required to be a part of this Essential Rewards program? Basically, it's 50 PV a month, which is moolah you would probably be spending on toxic junk at Target or Walmart or Amazon, if we're really being honest. This is called transfer buying. So instead of spending that money at Target or Walmart, you're spending that at Young Living. You're getting better quality products, and it all comes right to your doorstep every month. and there are no strings attached. Cancel at any time, no penalty, no headache. Just be sure to redeem your points first. Essential Rewards provides us with the opportunity to stock up on some of our favorite products. Our Thieves Household Cleaner, Ningxia Red, supplements, baby wipes, skincare, shampoo, deodorant, hand soap, dish soap, hand purifier, pet chews, diaper cream, makeup, sunscreen, pain cream, cough drop, oils, all the things. It's convenient, it's flexible, it's affordable. So basically, Essential Rewards is kind of a big deal. So what are you waiting for? Get started with Essential Rewards today. Simply log into your Young Living account and click on the Essential Rewards tab to get started. If you need any help or maybe some suggestions as to what to add to your cart, simply reach out to your sponsor and we would be happy to assist. Welcome to Essential Rewards.
Wow, I didn't know I knew so much about Essential Rewards. And so, like I said, if you're not already on it, what are you waiting for? It really is a no-brainer. I just saw that Catherine said you ordered $230 worth of Young Living this, I assume, recently, and paid $14 for shipping. That's amazing. And I know Tiny did something similar. This week, she ordered over $300 worth of products, and she paid $9 to have them delivered. So that's amazing because you can redeem all your points and get all of that free stuff. So that's incredible. Another really key way to get the most out of your Young Living membership, in addition to earning back points, getting all of the PV promos. Hopefully you guys are earning PV promos every month. That is when you place a order of a certain amount on Essential Rewards, you're going to get free products thrown in to your box. Sometimes they're a Vitality oil, like if the 100 PV level, it's going to be a Vitality oil, or all the way up to 300 or 400 PV. Then you're going to get like exclusive branded things you can't get elsewhere. Sometimes it's like an oil holder or a bag or wool dryer balls or a tea cup or something like that. Just things that you can't get other places. And sometimes those free things are worth almost the value of your order. So you could place a $300 order and get $280 worth of free stuff thrown in with it. So you really get a lot of bang for your buck that way. And then my favorite way for making the Young Living lifestyle as affordable and economical as possible is actually to not have to pay for anything ever again. And for the last 6 years, since I joined Young Living in May of 2014, I have never had to pay out of pocket for anything ever, because every month I earn a commission check from Young Living. And that commission check more than covers everything that my family needs for our healthy lifestyle. We have 5 people in our family. Everybody's on Ningxia Red. We take the vitamins, we use the oils, the supplements, all the things. And it's just part of our lifestyle. And the fact that it doesn't take anything from our family budget, we don't have to set aside funds to be able to afford those things that benefit our life, is a huge, huge benefit to us. And the way that we are able to do that is because when I first got my starter kit and I was using the oils and I was figuring out how different things worked, shh, buddy, hush. When I was figuring out how different things worked, like Peace and Calming on my kids when they need to go to bed, hey, go put your oils on, buddy. And you too, Layla. I would tell other people, it's like if I was having a great experience with Peace and Calming and I would tell another girlfriend of mine who had kids, she would be like, I need some of that Peace and Calming too. Like, that sounds amazing. I need some Stress Away or
I opened it.
okay.
I just
You're just saying hi? Okay, say hi and go put your Peace and Calming on.
But I take my vitamin.
Go ahead, take your vitamins. Yeah, they're taking all their vitamins now before bed. But the thing is I would tell my personal friends, hey, I used peppermint for this and it worked amazing. And I used Stress Away for that. And I used the supplements for this. they all wanted a piece of that too. They're like, who wouldn't want to have better sleep or find something natural that's going to take the bumps and the bruises off of their kid, or help them to not have temper tantrums, or whatever the case may be, or just for your own use. For me, it was Endoflex. I used Endoflex oil, which is not in the starter kit, but I had actually ordered it in my very first order, and that was a game changer as well. And because I shared with people, and Young Living gives each member a member number, when those people went to order their starter kit and it said, who referred you to Young Living, they put my member number in there. They'd said, it's asking me who my sponsor is, who referred me, and I would give them my member number. Well, the following month, I got a big old check in the mail. My first check from Young Living was $382 because I had told 6 friends about the starter kit and they all ordered. And I remember bringing that check to my husband and being like, I don't know what just happened. I got a check in the mail. Like, I don't know if I'm in trouble. Am I supposed to send this back? This must be a mistake. And my husband was like, no, Young Living has this structure where when you refer people to it, they send you a commission check. And I was like, what? Like, I'd never heard of the whole business model or anything. That was totally new to me. But I'm looking at this check and I'm going, well, if this was this easy to earn $382 by talking to my friends, I need to talk to some more friends. And I tripled that check by the next month. So the second month I had over $1,000 coming in from people that I had talked to. And it just snowballed from there. And fast forward 6 years later, and we have this pretty simple essentials team, which is over 4,000 members around the world because of sharing products that work. Products that people want, especially now more than ever before, for people to be able to get all of the immune support and the cleaning products and all the things that they need just delivered every month in an affordable way. It's an incredible opportunity for all of us as Young Living members. There's never been a better time to be a member, not only personally so that we can take advantage of using the products, but so that we can help other people as well. And so we actually have a wonderful team of business leaders, people that are entrepreneurs that are building their own businesses with Young Living. You have the opportunity to become your own boss. We work from home, which is a really great thing because I had no transition time when everybody was suddenly forced out of the workforce and into their homes. I'm like, all right, bring it. I've been doing this for 6 years. Like, we have such an incredible tool and opportunity at our fingertips, especially right now. If that is something that you're interested in, whether you are motivated by wanting to just help all the people, you want to get in and just provide solutions and help people get healthier and find the products that they need, or whether you are in a situation where you really need that extra income coming in, whether it's to make up for some loss of income elsewhere, or maybe it's just to be able to afford your own personal healthy lifestyle products for your family, or maybe you just want to be part of this amazing community. I mean, that is really a huge, big deal with Young Living. I mean, all the people that are on this call tonight, the people that we get to go to events with and learn from, is just incredible. The Young Living community really is an amazing group of people, and I'm so privileged to be part of it. And if that is at all interesting to you and you're not yet building your own business, please reach out to the person who enrolled you. They obviously know how to do that. They can show you how to do the same thing. We can get you plugged into our team resources. We have groups online. We have training and coaching all available to you to take advantage of. And the only thing stopping you is you. So if you get out of your own way and you just want to say, hey, I want to give this a shot, this is something that really appeals to me, just be assured that we have the tools to help you do that. You don't have to just go out and be floundering and try to figure it out, nor do you have to follow somebody's strict, rigid script of how to do something. You're going to be able to do this your own way, make this your own business. And we would just be honored to do that alongside of you. So just reach out to the person who enrolled you. If you're in our team office, that's a great place to ask your questions. That's our Facebook group. specifically for people that are building a business. And we would love to walk with you on that stage of your journey. So I'm going to throw it back to Rose. Thank you so much, Rose, for organizing tonight's event. I thought it was fantastic. It's great to see everybody online and to see real faces and hear real voices and to be here with you guys.
Well, thank you so much. It was really my pleasure, and I'm so happy that we did it. And I'm so happy that all you people, you know, took the time out of your evening to join us. And for those of you who participated, and you all know who you are, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because when I started putting this together the other day, I thought, I am not going to talk for an hour and a half. That is not happening. So I really, really do appreciate that. Something that I completely forgot that comes in your oils kit is your diffuser. Now there's a couple of different ones, and I only have this one to show you at the moment, but this is the Desert Mist, and it's actually quite beautiful. All of our diffusers, or at least most of them, I think there might be a couple of exceptions, most of our diffusers have time functions, time settings like 6, 8, and 10 hours approximately, and 11 or 12 different light functions. My favorite one on all of them is the candle flicker setting, because I stopped burning candles years ago when I started with Young Living for all of the obvious reasons, some of which John talked about earlier. So you do get a diffuser along with your oils, okay? So I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, get with your friends who invited you to this meeting if there's something that you want to know more about. We all are pretty knowledgeable. We know how to answer your questions. Andrea, I'm going to answer you off Zoom, okay? I know what you're asking. We're going to get that taken care of for you. So again, thank you so much. I'm not going to keep you any longer. I think we've done this long enough. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and keep your eyes peeled, because these are the kind of calls that we're going to be doing, I'm hoping weekly, right? So that's what we're working towards. Love you guys. Everyone be totally blessed. Thanks a lot.